hot horse, Ben?
Hot horse will be Quintessa, taking on the favourite here. $16 early, 11 into $8.50 today. Third up from a break and has been knocking on the door.
Gosh, Lizzie's pick of the yard as well. Richard out of a benchmark 78 last week. Star of the Seas certainly has the better credentialed form, but the punters gravitating to Quintessa.
Gerard, this is a weight for age race. He's the only weight for age horse in it for mine, so if it means anything, he should win. Some of these others, like Quintessa was beaten in benchmark 78 at a last start. I mean, really.
Katie, who are you in?
I'm with Star of the Seas.
Let's go to Darren Flindell.
And the light is on for the Craven plate. 2,000 metres ahead of them. Racing now, and Think It Over left cleanly off the inside. Vanna Girl nicely into stride. Star of the Seas is handy. Quintessa being a push to go into a more forward roll, followed then by just behind them Natoya. Scarlet Dream on the fence, very deep out Rondinella. Up on the outside of the Candyman, Morton's Fork, and Lifeless Ordinary's last of a bunch field. Well, Think It Over just in front. Now Star of the Seas pushes on. There's pressure coming from the outside. Rondinella goes on with the job on the outside of Quintessa. So quite a few of these haven't got their right spot yet. Scarlet Dream next, Vanna Girl right on the back of the pace. They're followed then by the Candyman, Natoya dressed back now, followed by Lifeless Ordinary, and Morton's Fork is the last one. So Quintessa's pressed on now, and Quintessa will take the lead clearly at the 1,200 metres, out by 3 on Think It Over. Rondinella parks up on the outside. Star of the Seas fourth now from Scarlet Dream. They're followed then by Vanna Girl on the inside of the Candyman, Lifeless Ordinary, Natoya, and 2 lengths last is Morton's Fork. Quintessa down the side of the course leads the way by a length to Rondinella, getting closer on the outside of Think It Over. They're followed then by the favourite Star of the Seas, the Candyman going around the field. Further back then to Scarlet Dream on the fence. Natoya gets going a fair way from home, trying to get a free ride into it. Vanna Girl has drifted back through the field from Morton's Fork. Lifeless Ordinary over on the inside is last of all. 600 metres to run. Quintessa just in front of Rondinella, and the Candyman goes to a clear third now, followed by Think It Over, then Star of the Seas, Natoya being scrubbed up, Vanna Girl between them, and Scarlet Dream hugging the fence. At the 300 metres, Quintessa in front by a length to Rondinella. Think It Over taking a rails run. Natoya down the outside, running on fairly well, and then Scarlet Dream. It's Think It Over getting the upper hand from Quintessa. Then came Natoya wide out, but Think It Over's drawn 2 in front of Natoya. In front, Think It Over, and Think It Over won it by a length and a half to Natoya. Vanna Girl made up many lengths to run third, followed by Scarlet Dream, then Lifeless Ordinary, Morton's Fork. Further back then to Rondinella from Quintessa, Star of the Seas, and the Candyman was about the last to finish.
Glenn Boss riding Think It Over there to victory for Kerry Parker, based at Kembla Grange down in the Wollongong area. Think It Over just look, coming out of the Hill Stakes behind Colding last start was only well, it was wide the trip in that race, so I had some excuses, and was pretty good form heading into this race.
Yeah, absolutely. And before that, ran a really good race over the mile at Randwick behind Discharge. Look, he's been going well, the horse, and I think that getting that nice run in front and being able to kick away, we'll see here in the jockey cam footage. This is the Candyman, and yeah, he gets up the fence. There's nothing wrong with the fence, is there, Jared?
No, not at all. The track is racing really well today, and Natoya certainly its best run, her best run since her Doncaster win here back in the autumn.
Yeah, that's right. A little bit of dropping grade for her, but I suppose the story out of the race is the favourite getting beat, Star of the Seas. He did sort of find some traffic issues there, but he wasn't really travelling into it anyway. So he's a bit of a head scratcher, that horse, because he's a 4-time Group 1 place getter, but just can never seem to find the front.
Well, next, it's the Caulfield Cup. They're in Melbourne. Can the international European Raiders there claim the